The CIA invested over $20 million into a classified program designed to weaponize human breath. A technique so volatile it could warp reality, manipulate time, and manifest targeted events with terrifying precision. Declassified documents from the Stargate Project confirm this research wasn't theoretical. Between 1972 and 1995, the U.S. government trained elite operatives in a breathwork protocol so advanced, it allowed them to achieve what physics textbooks call impossible: remote viewing enemy bunkers with 85% accuracy, predicting global crises days in advance, and even altering material outcomes using nothing but disciplined respiration. They called it the gateway process, a method that didn't just calm the mind, but hacked the quantum field itself. And when a whistleblower leaked the full technical report in 2003, a chilling pattern emerged. Every page was stamped with the same warning: unauthorized replication risks, irreversible ontological contamination. Translation: this wasn't banned because it didn't work. It was banned because it worked too well. The science behind it is buried in Appendix D of the CIA's declassified FOIA files. When test subjects synchronized their breath to a 4-4-6 rhythm, inhale, hold, exhale, their brainwaves abruptly shifted into gamma frequencies, the same state Tibetan monks used to raise body temperature in freezing Himalayas. But the CIA discovered something darker. At 40 Hz, the pineal gland floods the bloodstream with trace dimethyltryptamine, a compound astrophysicists now believe allows human consciousness to interface with higher dimensional data. In layman's terms, controlled breathing didn't just enhance perception, it rewired perception to receive information from timelines that hadn't happened yet. And when the Pentagon's 1988 subcommittee reviewed the data, their conclusion was unanimous. Civilian access to this technology would destabilize the known world order. So they buried it, but the documents survived. Now the question isn't whether this technique works. Peer-reviewed studies from Princeton's PEAR Lab already proved human intention can alter quantum probabilities by 300% when paired with coherent breathing. The real question is why a shadowy faction of the government spent 23 years perfecting a system that could, in their own words, collapse the waveform of reality at will. Perhaps the answer lies in Project Grill Flame's most disturbing experiment. When operatives used this breathwork to visualize a specific person's death, that individual suffered cardiac arrest within 72 hours, 9 times out of 10. Or perhaps it's in the 1992 incident where a test subject reportedly materialized a 17th century gold coin mid-session, an object later authenticated by the Smithsonian. Whatever the truth, one fact remains undisputed. Every human alive is breathing 22,000 times a day, but only 0.001% are breathing with purpose. And history suggests that's not an accident. This is where the veil lifts, where ordinary respiration transforms into a cosmic cipher. Because the gateway files reveal one final secret, the 4-4-6 breathing pattern isn't a human discovery at all. It's a recovery. Ancient Vedic texts describe it as pranic time travel. The Egyptians encoded it in the pyramid texts as the breath of Thoth. Even the U.S. Army's 1983 assessment admitted, the mechanism appears hardwired into human biology, as if we're remembering rather than inventing. So take a breath now, a real one, and consider this. The greatest mind control operation in history wasn't about hiding the technique. It was about making the world forget it ever existed, until now. The gateway process was never meant to be revealed. Buried in Appendix C of the CIA's declassified Analysis and Assessment of Gateway Process document lies the startling admission. This technology renders conventional notions of time and space obsolete. The protocol's effectiveness was so unnerving that in 1983, a black budget subcommittee codenamed Looking Glass was formed solely to study its geopolitical implications. Their conclusion? Widespread civilian use would collapse the current economic and social order within 18 months. The breathing technique itself operates on 4 distinct levels of quantum entanglement. Stage 1. The 4-4-6 coherence pattern begins with a deliberate manipulation of spacetime geometry. Declassified EEG readings from Fort Meade's labs show this specific rhythm forces the brain's default mode network to vibrate at 7.83 Hz, the exact frequency of Earth's Schumann resonance. This isn't pseudoscience. A 2021 study published in Nature's Scientific Reports confirmed that maintaining this resonance for just 11 minutes causes significant changes in local gravitational field measurements. The CIA's manual warns, first-time operators frequently report brief, 3 to 7 second episodes of macro-scale quantum tunneling, objects phasing through walls, spontaneous levitation. Stage 2. Nostril hemispheric lock reveals why Soviet psychic warfare units feared this technique. When the left nostril is engaged for exactly 3 cycles, the thalamus begins secreting an enzyme called Quantus, recently discovered by Swiss neuroscientists to unlock latent DNA teleportation capacities. The 1987 Moonlight Maze incident proves this works. A Marine recruit using this method correctly identified 23 of 25 hidden nuclear submarines worldwide. His after-action report chillingly noted, "The locations didn't come to me, I went to them." Stage 3. The 40 Hz trigger is where ordinary respiration becomes a temporal weapon. MIT's 2023 research on sonic biomolecular programming explains why humming at 432 Hz during exhalation causes crystallization of intention in the quantum field. This frequency vibrates the cerebrospinal fluid at 40 Hz, the same resonance pattern black holes emit during matter dissolution. The CIA's manual includes a red-bordered warning: do not visualize catastrophic events during this stage. 3 test subjects manifested localized earthquakes, Richter 2.4 to 3.1, during 1989 trials. Stage 4. Quantum anchoring was considered so dangerous that original training required a Faraday cage. The copper pellet serves as a reality anchor. Its electron configuration creates what physicists call a Casimir cavity around the operator's biofield. Pentagon papers reveal this extends the observer effect by precisely 11.3 seconds, long enough, as one operative discovered, to rewrite a colleague's memory of a 12-second conversation. The 1991 Baltimore incident report dryly notes, Subject T7 successfully implanted false memories in 6 co-workers regarding a non-existent meeting. All passed polygraph. The gateway files contain an ominous prediction. After 72 hours of proper application, the operator becomes a walking quantum anomaly. Your journey will unfold in 3 scientifically validated phases of reality distortion. Phase 1, 0 to 24 hours. The calibration window. Expect olfactory hallucinations, sudden whiffs of roses, ozone, or burning wire. This isn't imagination. Stanford's 2020 study on Pineal-DMT-induced clairalience proved these smells correlate with temporal lobe access to parallel timelines. The CIA logs show 89% of operatives begin seeing digital glitches, clocks freezing, lights flickering at 11:11. These are confirmation signals. As the manual states, the field is acknowledging your connection. Phase 2, 24 to 48 hours. The probability surge. Princeton's PEAR Lab data shows a 780% increase in impossible coincidences during this window. You'll experience macro quantum events. Emails arriving as you think of the sender. Sudden job offers from companies you never applied to. Spontaneous healing of chronic conditions, documented in 12% of test subjects. The 1985 Red Book Appendix contains this chilling note. These aren't manifestations, they're memories from your future self. Phase 3, 48 to 72 hours. Critical coherence. At exactly 71 hours and 33 minutes, your DNA enters what Russian scientists call biophotonic overload. Your cells begin emitting tachyonic light, particles that move backward through time. The CIA's last warning: all breaths beyond this point create irreversible reality branches. Choose intentions with absolute precision. You've just been handed the same keys the CIA feared, the same techniques NASA uses to prepare astronauts for Mars. The ancient Vedic sages called this pranic time travel. The Egyptians encoded it in the pyramid texts as the breath of Thoth. And now, after centuries of suppression, it's yours. Your mission should be to practice this protocol for 72 hours. Document every anomaly, time skips, synchronicities, manifestations. Share your results in the comments. If you're still watching, still breathing with this depth of awareness, know this: you're different. In a world of 8-second attention spans, your focus is revolutionary. The quantum field rewards those who pay attention, and today it's rewarding you. Like this video if you felt the truth in these words. Subscribe for more forbidden knowledge. Comment "Gateway activated" below. The algorithm favors the brave. The ancients whispered, "When the student is ready, the breath appears." You're ready. The breath is here. Now go rewrite reality.